last time Kevin Ryan was in an APCW ring, he faced you, Alister, Crowe, and Jordan Kingsley. You see, you got a lucky fluke on the pin of Kevin Ryan. You see, anybody can do that, man. Anybody can win the lucky scratch off. Anybody can hit 3 sevens. But the one thing you got to realize is it won't happen twice. You see, after the match, I didn't shake your hand, Alister Crowe, because you haven't earned my respect. You see, you may have pinned me 1, 2, 3, but it will not happen come January 13th, APCW. You see, Alister Crowe, there's no stakes too high for Kevin Ryan.
Here we are, APCW, and we started it off with what I'm going to label as a matter of respect. Alister Crowe stepping his way into the ring, into his home promotion here, APCW, All Pro Championship Wrestling.
From Shreveport, Louisiana, proving big things come in small packages. Give it up for Alister Crowe.
The official announcements, and as you saw in the video just a few moments ago, his opponent seems to have, well, I don't want to say have it out for him, that might be a little bit far, but he certainly has something to prove. And these two men are no strangers to each other, of course, that being in a tag team match. They've had battles throughout the Southeast and other promotions, but here in APCW, Kevin Ryan and Alister Crowe have not had a follow-up to the incident that took place about a month ago, where the handshake was rejected by Ryan because he didn't feel like it was an earned spot. Now he has returned, incredibly talented young man here to try to prove his claim, but it is not going to be an easy task when he steps into the ring with Alister Crowe. We have it, Kevin Ryan. If you did not get the opportunity to see the tag team match that he participated in with his partner, The Hype, Chris Henry, and Crowe's partner, Jordan Kingsley, do yourself a favor and go back and find that match. Incredible action, great way to start a show. As I suspect, this match will be another great way to start a show. Now, within this house, it's going to be easily said that Alister Crowe is going to walk into this as the favorite, both in terms of fan support and quite possibly in terms of wrestling technique. I think most of the fans here are unfamiliar with Ryan to that degree, although they did see him, and to discount Kevin Ryan and his ability in a wrestling ring would be foolhardy. I take this young man lightly. All elbow tie up by Hardy. Ryan. Where did Hardy go? Still cranking out on that side headlock. Hold up. Very fast. Not even a 1 count. Ryan is out before you could blink. Back up to his feet. We got referee Brock in the ring, calling the action here. There's another lockup. Rear waist lock by Crowe. Ryan sits it out. Reversal, roll up by Ryan. And a roll through by Crowe. Ryan still holding tight. You can hear him in there. He said, I'm slowing it down. And quite frankly, that is a very smart thing for him to do. He does not want to make this pace go fast. If he can keep the pace methodical and work Crowe down, might secure him there. Here goes the count. Just barely got a 2 there. Just barely. But this is the thing that both of these gentlemen are going to have to be looking out for. That they can both break out a pinfall, or for that matter, possibly a submission out of the clear blue. Nice leg pick by Ryan. And as I just say something about submission, it looks like he can potentially get a submission there with what appears to be a modified heel hook as he traps the other ankle, the right ankle of Alister Crowe on the back. He's trying to search for a way out of this. He's not one to be caught in too long. He manages to get the right leg free, comes out of it, but Ryan right back into that rear waist lock, rolling through. Looks like he got shooting the half there, quite possibly about to try to turn him over into a pinfall. He did, manages to get it, 1 count. Back up. Side headlock brings back down. This is great wrestling between these two guys here. Crowe trying to make the counter. It has been move and counter move thus far between Ryan and Crowe. The question is, which one of these men will blink first? Great handstand by Ryan. Is that going to be able to get him out of it? It does. Does a handstand. Shoots right back to the side headlock.
That's all we do.
If anything may be working against Ryan here, he is talking to the crowd. He'd say, that's what we do, we work. Trying for, looks like where it was going to be a hip toss. Crowe shoots back in. There it is. There's the second. Deep arm drag. That's Hall of Fame-like arm drag. Go check out Ricky the Dragon Steamboat if you don't know what I'm talking about. Got it in there nice and tight, right into an arm bar. And now Ryan is in a bad position here. Trying to work himself back up to a vertical base. Coming off of the knees, which is not a great position, but he's back up. Go to the ropes. Nice leg pick. It is a clinic of move and counter move between Kevin Ryan and Alister Crowe. And look at that, he's got that in there tight. Right arm based at the knee. Left arm hooked around his own wrist. It is called great execution. I'm hesitant to say excellent at execution because I don't want to steal Bret Hart's thing. Now we got a little bit of a death lock here, or modified. I should say a modified deathlock / chancery. Before we even go for a pin, the eyes of Crowe are raked. So, body slam. Oh my gosh! Woo! A spinning heel hook kick right into the jaw, and that might have took him out. Following with a backstabber. Ryan came into this game to win today. His leg. Out at 2, and quite honestly, I am surprised. Drop kick right on the head, right on the button. He put Crowe right back down. I'm shocked that did not do the trick. Crowe's back. Well, I was going to say he was back up on his feet, but actually it was Ryan that brought him back on his feet. Elbow to the side of the head. They're going to need the clothesline by Crowe. Goes for a kick. Rounds able to duck and get back. AVD, Death Valley Driver. He just nailed him. This could do it. 1, 2. Alister Crowe slinks out of the pinfall. Got to give referee Brock here some credit for the consistency. And we try to call it as we see him. Rear chin lock applied. This is the point where Kevin Ryan is going to be hooking stuff in and trying to give himself a little bit of a breather here. And at the same time, taking the breath away from Alister Crowe while he thinks and adjusts of his next move, but Crowe's not going for it. But apparently Kevin Ryan is not hearing it either. Before Crowe can even really get going, he grabs the hair, pulls it back down, stops whatever momentum that he was going to do. Back up to his feet. Perhaps a suplex. Float over by Crowe. Into the belly. Ryan says this over. Pulls him up into powerbomb position. No! Crowe expertly slips himself down to a front face lock. Almost a guillotine. And with a body scissors applied to, this could put him out. We have spoken about that MMA background that he has. And here it is coming into play here. He has really got that thing locked in tight. Surprisingly, Ryan is able to get himself back up to his feet. He's hooking the head and over into a suplex. Deceptively strong right there. It's Kevin Ryan. Like I said it before, don't sell either one of these guys short. If we can take the line from the living legend Larry Zbyszko, and it is a game of human chess. Propped up on the top rope, brought into a backbreaker, gave him that much more elevation before dropping him on the knee. And what are we going for here? I said excellence of execution earlier here, and as I said, maybe I talked it up. A sharpshooter or a scorpion deathlock, depending on which region you're from. Not quite as expertly as either one of those gentlemen who apply those holds, but Ryan all the same has it hooked, and he's got it hooked in deep, and he is sitting in tight. Could be securing the submission, and he keeps having to try to readjust it as Crowe's withering free, but now he's got a heel hook applied on Ryan. Crowe could potentially secure the submission here. Ryan's trying his best to get himself away from this pressure. I don't know what the counter for this would happen to be, but the ropes may be the optimal choice, and it is. He makes one last dive for the ropes before tapping out. Crowe is back up. The fans in the Armory here, the Douglasville Amory, pushing for Alister Crowe. As I said earlier, he is going to be the fan favorite. Oh, big clothesline. A big elbow. Not going to need the clothesline. Takes him into a neck breaker of unique execution. And holding on to it tight. Also, looks like it may be another submission. But it brings by that to a cradle suplex. And before the pin goes down, before referee Brian Brock is able to apply it, he rolls it through, and a second time. Looks like he's going for a third time to try the hat trick. Great counter by Ryan. He crossed his legs, brought his weight down, and stopped him from going up a third time. Nice job. Sounding off in the Armory. That is not where Ryan wants to be, but it is everything that Crowe needs to get himself back going here. It might be time for a superplex. Look at him in. Ryan knows what's coming up. He's doing what he can to try to fight this thing out. Couple of forearm shots, sends him back down to the mat. Now we got Ryan in the middle row. Crowe down on the mat, but Crowe charges back in. And a quick shot to the midsection stops whatever offense that Kevin Ryan might have had in mind.
10 minutes gone, 5 minutes left in the match.
The top rope, it is Hurricanrana. Right onto the top of the head. I'm not sure you could do a Hurricanrana any better. It's both legs, two. And there it is, hand on the rope. Get that camera around there so you can see it, but Ryan was able to beat that count, just barely. Reaching out and touching the ropes. Out of bounds, if you will. High knee lift by Kevin Ryan. Ryan's calling for it again. He went for this earlier. Sit out powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. Brian Brock is. Even Ryan looks a little confused there.
Ladies and gentlemen, our winner, give it up for Kevin Ryan.
He got it. I guess the sit-out powerbomb was the fixer here, but I have to say that might be a little bit of a questionable victory. And the fact of the matter is that it will register as a victory. It will go down in the history of APCW as Kevin Ryan with a pinfall win over Alister Crowe. But Crowe may have the argument. He shot that arm up, but he might have done it just as the hand was coming down for the 3. And now you see Ryan talking to him and extending the hand. This is almost a repeat in reverse of what we saw in the tag team match. Ryan saying, hey, it was a good match. He's extending his hand in respect. Crowe doesn't know what to make of it. And now it's Crowe. And I'm not sure if you can blame him. It looked to me like he said, this is what you did to me. I extended my hand the last time and you took your hand away from me. This is the same thing you did. Again, I don't know if I could really blame Alister Crowe for that. Ryan is taking it anyway. Perhaps a rubber match between Ryan and Crowe. Not a favorite here, but he doesn't have to be. You're a winner of the match. Kevin Ryan. And there it is again.
She's in and drives in with the knee. Comes back through it. Double knee strikes. And now Ayzali is feeling it. Goes for a big splash in the corner. Third time was not the charm. She's trying to get her breath. I think she came chest first across the turnbuckle top. And as I was just talking about the Harlow, Hara rolls through, hooks it in. She has the legs trapped and the chin hooked. And that is it. That is it. I've seen many struggle, but none have broke free yet. The Harlow secures a victory for O'Hara again.
Harlow O'Hara entering into the arena for her home turf, APCW All-Pro Championship Wrestling. And she is coming into a rematch of sorts. We was just coming off of a match. Not too long ahead of this when we saw Kevin Ryan taking on Alister Crowe, but much like that one, it is the opportunity to redeem oneself. As our ring announcer Mark Grayson has just said, born of the APCW dungeon, trained by WWE Hall of Famer, one half of the Rock and Roll Express, multiple-time World Tag Team Champion Robert Gibson. So she is a solid foundation in her wrestling training, but that is not the here. Well, actually, it is here or there because it's going to come into play in this match. How solid will she be? But this time, if you saw the beginning, the opening of this particular match, you saw the closing moments. Last time these two came across each other, the Duchess, Ayzali, fortunately for her, tapping out to the Harlow, which, as I stated then, no one has really been able to find the answer for thus far. However, the Duchess is very secure in her abilities in the ring and has wanted this rematch, but this time the added equation is that she is accompanied to the ring. Hang on. There we go. Well, this time, as I was saying, she is accompanied to the ring by the managerial mind that is Angel. I don't know who reached out to whom in this particular instance. I know Angel does and has been somewhat vocal about being the first lady of APCW. It was her turf first before Harlow arrived. I don't know if it was the Duchess that reached out to her for revenge, whatever the case may be, but all things considered, it is a rematch. So can Harlow make it 2-0? Or will the Duchess find redemption here today? Collar elbow tie up. This lock applied with a snapmare attached. Rolled through by Harlow. Rolled through again, going right into a pin, and out is the Duchess. It does look like she saw that coming. See, you can hear her saying, whoa. That was probably a little bit quicker than what she was expecting. Charges in, but she charges right into a clothesline. Seems like she's getting a little frustrated. Short arm clothesline by Harlow. And Harlow's really in control right here. It ain't even been a good 10 seconds. Another short arm clothesline with the leap. Just brings it down, hooks the leg. Left shoulder off of the mat. All I can say is do not sell the Duchess short. Forearm shot. But Harlow is ready and willing to fight and fire one back. And I think we got ourselves a wrestling exchange going on here. Forearm shot returned and fires back. Does Harlow Shote palm strike by the Duchess. Here we go. Ayzali looking to try to impress the advantage. Reversal by Harlow Hara. He's off into the corner. And a clothesline rolls out. There's Harlow. And now she sizes her opponent up. The Duchess looks like she's trying to catch her breath. That's another clothesline. And she's rolling it through again. The Duchess looks like she's having a hard time here. Tries to get the feet up. Harlow sees it coming. Sends out, drapes her out. Neck breaker. It is not looking very good for the Duchess so far. Going for a couple, hook in the leg. Not very secure in that. Angel on the outside, almost begging and pleading for Ayzali to get it in gear. Harlow has taken on quite a number of headbutt. Well, I was going to say Harlow's taken on quite a bit of talent in the last couple of weeks in shows at APCW, in and out of APCW rings. He's taken on quite a bit. Knee drops, double knees by the Duchess. Comes across with a shin across the throat, turns around into a splash, goes for the cover. You have to be paying attention to that one. Ayzali looks like she's trying to slip that one by. That might be construed as illegal. These quick shots to the throat, not supposed to do that. Ayzali looks like she's doing whatever she must do to try to get the win. Suplex with authority sends Harlow down, and now Harlow reaching out for the ropes trying to get herself together here. And it may be now that the Duchess can press the advantage. This methodical pace that she likes to have, and you hear Angel outside saying, get her. Somebody out there saying Angel's a crybaby, but Angel won't be a crybaby. She gets what she wants here. Standing gourd buster applied by the Duchess, Ayzali. And now she's telling the fans out there what she thinks of them. And a roll up by Harlow. 1, 2. And you do not want to sit there and take your eyes off of your opponent. Certainly not one as skilled as Harlow. I think Ayzali may have just learned that lesson. Saved the chatter for the victory. Knee lift. The second one. She takes her over to the corner. Nice kick. There's a second one. All shots measured off against the abdominals and the lungs, the chest, taking that air away. Now she's draping out over the top rope, sizing up for more kick. Looks like she may be trying to focus her targeting. Able to get her arm free, that left arm fires off the elbow, kicks out the leg of Ayzali. I think both of these ladies just caught something right there. The attempt being Harlow trying to fly in with a forearm shot. The Duchess using that headbutt that she likes to use, both of them connected simultaneously, which is not good for either one of them. Harlow went down, the Duchess is down. It looks like Harlow's able to pull herself together, so she might have got less of that impact between the two of them. Duchess now turning her back to her. She's not going to want to do that. Charges in. Ducks underneath the clothesline as Harlow catches her with a big kick. And a German suplex. And another knee lift. Gotta go up for the cover. 1, 2. No, sorry. incorrect. I was hearing that thud coming from the referee ahead of time. That was my bad. I offset the count. Harlow pulls it back up. Front face lock applied. Like she may have been trying for a suplex, but Duchess is able to find something left in her to break free. Oh, and a nasty clothesline. And Harlow just walked right into that. I think this is where the Duchess is going to have to try to do something. It looks like what I would consider desperate. Not often that I see the Duchess even attempt to go up to the top rope, so it does not look like a very comfortable position. It's not going up there very gingerly. If you're looking at her right now, she's trying to find good footing to come off the top, and that's just enough for Harlow to find herself and get her down. Perhaps not a good decision there by the Duchess, and now she's down, and if I know Harlow looks like he's sizing her up, she usually is able to set that Harlock with her opponents with their back to him, and if she's able to make that roll through into that crossface, then that's going to do it. Ayzali trying to find her bearings, and there it is, the roll through. Like I said, there's that sentiment. Here she is, trying to apply it. Ayzali holding on to the ref. And I guess there lies the managerial services of Angel. Quick rake of the eyes, and that will do it. That'll make anybody break a hold. Forearm shot to the abdomen. And the Duchess launches her into position. A to Z driver. 1, 2, 3. You can see the confidence once she spiked her head onto that mat that I know I've got this thing won. As much as I can say that no one's kicked out or no one's come out of the Harlock, I can say just the same. I've not seen anyone kick out of the A to Z driver, and it doesn't look like Harlow is going to be the first either. And more importantly here is I guess there's a little bit of a stat that we have to address, that for the first time in the APCW ring, Harlow has been defeated. We can point the fingers and we can say that it was because of Angel and her interference. But at the end of the day, the victor is going to stand as the Duchess over Harlow. Maybe we need a rubber match for this as well.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Harlow O'Hara.
High impact. 1, 2. No. Somehow, Sean Sims found a way to get out of it, but Penirelli's not in the ring. He's just broken this thing up, and a spine buster. Former champion, and the two of them are now getting into a brawl. Damien Bennett will retain, but he'll retain through disqualification as Penirelli just got himself involved in the match, even though I'd have to go back and look at the footage. And he might have just made a split-second save to Sims coming in attacking the champion.
Straight from the training grounds, or the dungeons, if you will, as Mark Grayson said earlier. We have Jordan Kingsley, the most natural wrestler I've ever seen, and that is high praise. That his natural athletic ability will be put to the test, because in this match he will be taking on former two-time APCW champion and a very talented man in the mafioso Tommy Penirelli.
The only Jordan Kingsley.
You want to know the stuff that this young man knows, you need to contact APCW. may not be as good as him or the athletic incline, but you can certainly learn the basic of the foundations to get close. This will be an interesting match, I must say. I'm going to fall in line and say that it's going to be very much dependent on who is able to dictate the pace. If I were a betting man, I'm going to say that Tommy Penirelli is going to want to slow this thing down. He's going to want to keep it grounded. He's going to want to keep Jordan away from those spectacular things that Jordan knows how to do. Penirelli is a smart man in that ring. He knows how to take somebody apart. There he is, basking in the booze. Telling you want some of me. You know? And there he is. With open arms, he accepts the shower booze that he gets pretty much constantly when he walks into an APCW ring. For that matter, it might be from most places that he goes.
Please welcome to the ring his opponents. He is from New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the mafiosa, Italian-American Tommy Penirelli.
And there he is with the microphone to endear himself to the crowd further.
I'm not about to let all you stupid, ugly, inbred rednecks ruin my night. Because
Oh, God. This. Make no mistake about it, Penirelli is not a fan of Alabama. He's just happy that they defeated Georgia.
See how well Georgia does, right? Just like this little punk. Just like Alabama. Just like the Eagles. I'm about to show you a real lesson of humility.
Kingsley also being announced out of New York, but he's been adopted by the Georgia audience. So I guess that Penirelli doesn't find that pretty favorable.
What do you think I am, from Georgia?
In this case. Again, we gotta reiterate, as much as people may not like Tommy Penirelli, the guy is a two-time APCW champion. He is the first APCW champion. And although it does seem that his quest for the championship does seem a tad derailed at this point. He was all in on trying to get matches with Damien Bennett to get that title back. But within the last confrontation that he had with him, Kingsley came out, and that, of course, constituted this match. So, assumably, Tommy Penirelli needs to go through Jordan Kingsley in order to elevate himself back into title contention. Now, what you missed right there as I was commentating is that he said, tell these people to shut up, or he's leaving. He didn't want the noise. He didn't want the... He's saying he didn't need it. And there he is. Make no mistake about it. I said it before, he's a smart man. Things like this are just there to offset the match. Penirelli is a veteran. He knows what he's doing. He's telling these people that, if you want them to stay, be quiet. And because that's not working, but the bell is already rung and the match is going. At least I believe the bell is rung. Just let me say that. And we had so many antics going on there that he kind of got lost in the shuffle. There he is. Exerting his size and strength advantage. There you go. There's the bell. Look at that. Lock it up again and lock it up hard. And Kingsley returns to smack in the face. Drop toe hold. As quick as he can. There's that hip toss. Little rope. Runs about Penirelli. Springboard into a high cross body. Go for the cover. One. Out. Sinks in for that arm drag. Kingsley all over Tommy Penirelli right here. You can hear the pain, being exerted by Penirelli by having his arm and wrist cranked on. And now Jordan is just showing the world how good he can be. Balances himself on the top rope, comes down with an arm drag, and now arm drag on the ground, right into an arm bar. This is every place that Tommy Penirelli does not want to be. Comes down with his knee drop right across the arms, right across the arm, and with both of them. His left arm is in bad shape right now. And if Kingsley is able to disable that left arm by nailing it a couple more times, he may take away a good chunk of Penirelli's offense as he's cranking down on that arm. Penirelli sends him to the ropes. Forearm shot. Of course, there will be no clean breaks by Tommy Penirelli. Not going to need the clothesline by Kingsley and a drop kick. Beautiful drop kick. Execution and the height. Ropes again. No. Penirelli was able to duck down. Good reaction time by the mafioso. And now taunting the crowd just to get under their skin a little bit. But notice he goes right out after Jordan Kingsley. Oh. That took the crowd out of it right there. Face first right to the side of the apron. They're not happy with that. Bear hug, battering ram right into the post on the spine of Kingsley. And there you got people audibly screaming at the top of their lungs over the stuff that Tommy Penirelli is saying. Kingsley trying to bring it back home, firing back. Elbow right to the side of the face, but Penirelli's able to cut him off to the ring. Double axe handle. We got Kingsley down. We're trying to get a chant going for Kingsley, but I'm not sure if it's going to help right now. Well-placed body slam by Penirelli. And he can feel the control. Big, nasty chop by the mafioso, and he takes one in return. Cuts Kingsley out for whatever it is he was looking to do. Looks like we're going for a suplex, and there it is. You gotta remember, his back has already been slammed up against a steel post. So it can't be in good condition right now. It certainly can't feel good. If anything's going to keep him going, it'll be the adrenaline to win this match. Rear chin lock applied.
Georgia sucks, just like all of you.
And I think Tommy Penirelli seems far more interested in just berating the audience and letting them know what he thinks about everybody, opposed to winning right now. And I'm not going to be fooled into thinking that he does not want to win, but he's certainly dragging the thing out. Go into the ropes. Oh, excuse me, the turnbuckle man. Full throttled, as he said, Jordan Kingsley in. Again, damaging the back. You see it's hurting him. Trying to get that fan support, but I'm Not sure if the fan support is going to be enough. Penirelli's got it back on his feet to the ropes. He might be going for a backdrop. Kingsley able to float over to the sunset flip. Penirelli is able to get out of it. Size him up for it. Big clothesline.
5 minutes gone. 1, 2, 5 minutes gone.
And again, taking the walk, listening to the crowd, pointing at him, or just motioning like, look at your boy here. He's getting everything that he wants. A blatant choke right in front of the referee. Penirelli may just be taking out whatever anxiety and anger that he's had over the last couple of months on Kingsley. Kingsley tried for a high cross body.
Where's your little Georgia boy?
Spinning Uranagi into a backbreaker. But getting back to it, Jordan was looking for a high cross body of sorts. Penirelli was able to block it, just brought him right up into that. Not only parading the audience, but now getting on the referee. That's a knee from Georgia too. So I guess everybody that's from Georgia. He just has a vindictive streak against right now. We got Kingsley trying to catch a breath. He's been draped off on the ropes. His back has been damaged. And we go. There's that backdrop that Penirelli was looking for earlier. He got it with some good elevation. And rather than go for the cover, look at that. I can't hear you. Another blatant choke.
You back away from me.
He just jawed it up with the referee. I didn't know better. I would say Tommy Penirelli is legitimately enjoying himself. Sends Kingsley into the opposite end. Turnbuckle charges in as Penirelli catches him foot, and this may be the break. Penirelli sent it to the turnbuckle. Jordan Kingsley charges in, and now he's got a couple of good right hands onto the head of Tommy Penirelli. Here comes the expert veteran move, walks him out of the corner into a power bomb. He shakes it off and he's back in control. This time he does go for cover, hooking both legs. Kingsley finds his way out. Penirelli's not happy. Now we've got well, I would say a rear chin lock, but not quite. He's spread out on the mat here. We'll say a rear chin lock / side headlock hybrid. How about that? Referee's getting in there looking to make sure that he's not being choked. And really bring it down, trying to crank on it. Not quite. Cannot go off of the word of the wrestler. Penirelli saying he's out. Jordan Kingsley's arm says otherwise. Back up to the feet. Elbow shots to break it. And a blatant grab of the hair. See, the referee saw it, but what was he going to do? And he's not even trying to hide the fact that he's pulling the hair off of his fingers.
You damn crybaby!
But again, what was the referee going to do? Can't see that coming. Going for the cover, able to get out at the 2. I suppose if Penirelli does it a number of times, then you can get the disqualification in, but he's not going to push that. Kingsley trying to get himself back up to a fighting stance. Turnbuckle, Kingsley's getting the height. Charges in, monkey flip, out of the corner, and sends Penirelli literally across the ring. Almost from corner to corner. Now Kingsley looking for that cover. 1, 2. Not enough. Not enough. He might have been trying to score that surprise win, but quick throat drop followed by a DDT high impact. Maybe enough, and there you go. He said he's done. For cover. 2. Barely at the 2. Jordan is showing a great deal of heart, but the question is how much more of this can he take? At the beginning of the match, I said it's going to fall on whoever can dictate the pace, and the pace, by and large, has been dictated by Tommy Penirelli. To the ropes, reversal by Jordan Kingsley. Penirelli comes off, and now he gets caught with a backdrop. That might have taken almost everything that Kingsley got. It's up a clothesline. Great adjustment there by Kingsley. Looks like he might have been trying for a headlock and takedown. Just that to his leg scissors. Hurricane out of the corner. How good is Jordan Kingsley to be able to do that? A cutter out of nowhere. If I could borrow that line, here comes the count. 1, 2, no. Elrod was able to shoot that right shoulder up off of the mat. The referee in great position to see it. Good call. I mean, as good as Kingsley is, I don't know if we would consider it an upset or not. I mean, considering that Penirelli is a former champion, former 2-time champion. No, blatant thumb in the eye. And again, Penirelli, cradle suplex with impact. And he's going for it. And that was his coup de grace. That was his bread and butter move. He's finished off matches. He's won championships with that match. I mean that move. Apparently, it's not good enough. He could have won this potentially. Didn't look as if Jordan had anything left to kick out. I mean, we'll never really know that. But Penirelli chose to bring it back up, and look who's come out the ringside. Elbow. Got Sean Sims and Angel, who have had their issues with Tommy Penirelli. Look at the look there. Now that was a big loogie just hawked out of there. I'm sure neither Sims nor Angel wanted to be in the way of that. He's telling them to get out of here, but it doesn't look like either one of them are making any effort to leave. Kingsley back into the right hand up. Spine buster. Man, that.
Hey, Rob, what are you doing?
Oh, come on. Sean doesn't want anything to do with the referee. He's just sticking his head in there just clearly to bring him the hole. But the referee cannot make the count while somebody's there on the ring side. On the ring apron, that has nothing to do with the match. That's common law refereeing. And here comes Jordan Kingsley with the roll up. 1, 2, 3. He just got distracted into a pin. He should have took it to win when he had it. Look at the fans that cheered for Kingsley. And the look on Penirelli's face says it all. And it also says it on Sean and Angel. Last month, this is what we call a receipt. Penirelli stopped what potentially could have been Sims' night. Penirelli just, well, that victory that Kingsley had is very short-lived. Now the issue has turned towards Sims and Penirelli. Sims said, if you want some, I'll come in there and get it, but no, he's stepping back out. He's brushing them off, saying like, no. And don't think that Sean Sims or Angel did this for the benefit of Jordan Kingsley. They did not. They did it to screw with Tommy Penirelli. So as it stands right now, these guys are one apiece. Penirelli cost Sean Sims again potentially the APCW championship. And Sean Sims has just most definitely cost Tommy Penirelli a win here. Now Penirelli's asking, he came in on the microphone and he's going to end his match on the microphone. history between these guys run deep. Tommy Penirelli turning down Angel for managerial services. Penirelli interfering in the championship match. Sims interfering with Penirelli. I don't know where this is going to end between the three of them. Penirelli has been, like I said, he was on a quest for APCW championship, and I thought that this match would have helped secure it.
Kingsley, not over. Sean Sims, you're on my list. Damien Bennett, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, strong words by Tommy Penirelli. He wants everybody. He is making no friends. He wants Sean Sims. He wants Angel. He wants Damien Bennett. He wants Jordan Kingsley. He is after the world. And these fans are just incensed at Penirelli right now. And he still takes a shot at the state of Georgia. Oh well. And now we have the Italian stereotype chants being tossed out here. Tommy's telling him to get into the ring if you want to make those kind of comments. And he's not going to have any of that. All right, folks. Quest continue.
So guess what? Any tag team that wants a shot at the APCW tag team titles, bring it on. Because Eric Adams and Jeff Lewis Neal, we're here for a fight. And that's right, the Carolina Fight Club is here to stay. Dumb.
January 13th, Elrod Campbell. I'm coming back, Douglasville, and I'm tagging with my friend and my partner, Sean Sims. Carolina Fight Club. You are the ones that are unlucky because you have us in the ring, and I promise you, those pretty little tag team titles that you have are going to look really good around the waist of Elrod Campbell and Sean Sims. And if you don't think that's the truth, I dare you to step in the ring with us January 13th, and you will find out the power of Elrod Campbell and Sean Sims.
So now we come to our first championship match of the night. The tag team champions. That being Jeff Lewis Neal, Eric Adams, the Carolina Fight Club, coming in to defend the tag team championships. There you go, look at that, a young fan out there. Let's go Carolina Fight Club. Right there on the front row. That's a Bob Uecker reference for you younger people out there who don't know who that is.
With a 45-minute time limit. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring. They are your APCW Tag Team Champions. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Eric Adams.
Now let's make it clear that the Carolina Fight Club basically have an open contract to any team that wants to challenge them for those titles. So it doesn't take much to get yourself in line. Now the problem is that who gets to it first. So the onus is not necessarily on the Fight Club or the management, I should say. It's on the Fight Club to pick and choose between the people that are challenging them for the titles. They've had some fair challenges thus far. We're talking about the Turn After the Dirty Blondes, Darkmon and CB Suave. You got the Heat Seekers that came for them. So, they've gone against a variety of opponents. But Angel, for the second month running, is getting a chance to put her guys up against the tag team titles. Sean Sims, who we just saw not too long ago, stuck his nose in Tommy Penirelli's business. I'm pretty sure as Tommy would see it. And his partner, Elrod Campbell, that's Mr. Campbell to you, are going to challenge for the APCW Tag Team Championships. Angel has been all over this show tonight. Was first making a presence felt during the ladies' match, helping secure a victory for the Duchess Ayzali. Now she's hang on, get with the announcements.
Every horror movie has a sequel, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest jerk in APCW. Give it up for Elrod Campbell.
No one ever claimed that the ring announcer Mark Grayson was going to be unbiased.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the big man, Sean Sims.
As I was saying, Angel, who has been all over the show, we saw her earlier with the match with the Duchess. We saw her and Sean Sims pretty much cost Tommy Penirelli a little bit earlier. Now she's back again in a championship contest with her charges, Elrod and Sean. Which should be rather interesting because it's not as if what it is on the surface. To those who have not followed APCW, it may appear as if Angel just tossed together a makeshift team, which is actually not the case. Sean Sims, Elrod Campbell do have a history together, whereas they worked under the faction of Angel's Army originally. So there is a bit of unity there. Or at least familiarity, we'll say that. And as Sims and Campbell are sitting here watching the Fight Club, decide which way to toss the shirts. I'm sure in their minds, let's get through the pomp and circumstance here and let's get this thing going. Elrod, okay, yeah, I was going to say he sees a fan out here, and it is apparently the Fight Club fan, and he doesn't look pleased, although he doesn't look pleased most of the time. He does not look pleased with us. Oh, her sign is what I was going to say with that. That's a shame. Somebody works hard on the sign and come out and tear it up. But fortunately, the Fight Club came to her defense, and fortunately for her, look, she got another sign ready and going. Boo, Elrod Campbell. And it does not take much for that sign to be effective. I mean, he pretty much guaranteed the boos by ripping up a little girl's sign, right in plain view of everybody. But now we got a sign that says boo. And they are more than willing to oblige. They will really boo it if they are successful in winning these championships, but we'll have to see where that goes. Now, typically speaking, I would say that the Fight Club carries the size/strength advantage, but as it looks right now, all four men are big, all four men are strong, so it is going to be a pretty even matchup on the surface. Though we know that Sean Sims is a very agile big man, so we'll see if that comes into play. But neither guy on the power end right now, as we just saw, both of them tried each other with the big shoulder blocks coming off the ropes, and neither man budged. It's a lock up between the two. Eric Adams got that side headlock on Sims. Let's see if we're going to try it again. No, go up with something different with a wrist lock. So now the power hasn't worked, and it looks like we're going to have to go with the wrestling. And dang. 1, 2, 3. Jeff Lewis Neal comes in, and he's in on right now. Little block on that arm. Looks like the arm is going to be the target so far. Twists is out again. There's a tag, and right there may be the thing that gives them the difference. Tag team continuity. And as the champions, they walk in as the favorites in this situation. In theory. elbow sends Sims down. Sims breaks away, makes a tag off to Elrod. And now, Mr. Campbell is in the ring. And again, here's the size up portion of it. Here's the lockup. Side headlock applied by Adams. He's got Campbell right now. Elrod sends him off. And again, as I just said, all these guys are big, all these guys are strong, and they are all showing it. Elrod is standing up to him. He's letting him get a full head of steam. He's showing his speed. Now, Elrod was about to try and give him the chance to do it, but Adams just flat out outsmarted him. Ducked down and caught him with a spin kick there. And that may be what he needs to do. Don't give him what he's asking. Sean is saying, what's going on here? Angel sweats a lot when she's at ringside. That's why she got that fan hers. Nerves are getting bad in her when her guys are having trouble like that. Got a tag on the other end. We got Jeff Lewis Neal coming in for the Fight Club. Elrod sticking it out for we'll just go with the title of Angel's Army right now. Now we're not going to even play. Elrod comes with a punch in the face. Tries to get Jeff Lewis Neal, but Jeff comes back with a clothesline. Shoots Elrod off. Not even clothesline this time, but he gets caught with a drop kick. Hits the leg. Elrod's out. There's the tag off. The continuity between the Fight Club tagging in and out has been far greater than Angel's Army thus far. Jeff Lewis Neal sent in, shoots Elrod back into Eric Adams, and a belly-to-belly suplex. 1, 2. And Sean Sims was right there at the ready. He wasn't going to waste any time in seeing whether or not he can get out of it. Headlock applied by Adams. Elrod back up to his feet. Elrod's going to have to pull something out of his bag of tricks if he wants to see the Tag Team Championships come home to him and his partner. So he's in the ring, elbow drop right across the base of the skull. I would imagine after taking that, you'd be seeing stars. And that power, Jeff Lewis Neal goes for the cover. Great position by the referee, slid right in there, got to those shoulders. You got to call it good for those refs too, because some of them get lazy. Like to count at people's feet. Tag. Headbutt to the small of the back. Adams. Elrod has been unable to make a tag to get to his partner yet. Here we go! It's all in. Should not have called for it. He's basically warned Elrod charging into the ring, and Elrod's able to get out and make that tag. And now you got Sean Sims in the ring. And Sean is a motivated man, I can tell you that. He has not been happy since last month when he lost his opportunity at the championship, the APCW championship. Perhaps Angel got him this shot as a way to pacify him, to get get you a tag team title shot. Adams with a great flapjack. Jeff Lewis Neal sized up, looks like for that knee drop that he likes to do, and he caught him flush. Comes Elrod. Elrod breaks that count. Was not a popular thing that Elrod did, but you gotta say that, hey, it was the right thing as a tag team partner. Neal tries to send off, and Sean Sims is waiting on him, roped in with a kick. A couple of forearm shot right up to the back, since it's a rope this time. And this time, Sean charges off, and he tried to catch him with a knee lift. Lewis Neal was ready for it, catches him with an exploder Fight Club have been basically a step ahead. What is Angel doing? He's just screaming at the referee, hitting up on the apron. I suppose she's accomplished what she wanted to accomplish. She's being distracting, reversal, and now she's hooking a leg, and God was the offense game just long enough, and they're walking to a clothesline. But hey, I guess that's what Angel's there for. Rear chin lock applied. Lewis is now in the unenviable position of being on the beating end of the business end of the beating from Sean Sims. I don't think it could be understated enough. Like I said, Sean Sims is motivated. To the ropes. There's a hammer to the abs. Knee lift by Elrod. That's a classic tag team maneuver right there. Now, I don't know what Elrod was thinking there. He almost allowed Jeff Lewis to get over to that corner and make a tag. I don't know if he just kind of got lost in the moment or not. The last thing that he wants to do at this point is allow a tag. They got Jeff Lewis still down. They got him hurting. If there's any hope of them winning the tag team championship, they got to press that advantage. I say that as the unbiased commentator, just giving it the call of the action here. Left arm clothesline by Jeff Lewis Neal. Now, conversely, Jeff Lewis Neal needs to make that tag, and he needs to make it now. Looks like he's trying to get himself together. He makes a tag, but so does Elrod. So we got two new fresh guys in. And now it's Eric Adams trying to hold off against the Army. Sends Elrod into the corner. Sends Sims in there. Sims basically just shoulder blocked with no partner. And now they go hand to hand. And the Angel's not that happy with it. Back suplex. Elrod was able to break that thing up. Now Elrod trying to get him up off his feet, get him back into the fight, but it took the eye off the prize there, so to speak. Eric Adams came in and gave him a mafia kick. Now we got Adams. Angel's looking worried. Reversal by Sean Sims. Looking at clothesline. And now we got a sleeper. A classic move, but an effective move. He could potentially get this thing over and done with by knocking the big man out, but he releases it to the ropes. Shin bone right across the face. Not a full kick, but he caught that hard bone and knee pad. Now it's like big right hand. There's like four tired guys right now. Lewis Neal has been practicing and become quite efficient with his iron claw. It looked like he was signaling for it, but Elrod's walked away from it. And there it is. The claw is applied. Will he get the submission off of it? That is the question. Sims cuts off what would have been a super kick. That is what they like to do. Now, see, the referees just lost control here. Sims hoists up Jeff Lewis Neal to the top rope. Elrod looks like he's trying to get up to his feet, as is Adams. Adams looks like he's rolled out to him. Jeff Lewis Neal is fighting hard because he's got to. He's got no one to defend on him here. And here comes Elrod. He just broke free of Sean Sims, and now Elrod Campbell comes in. Adams on the other side. Super kick sends Sean Sims down, and that may be the breaking point. If they can get a double team in, he's got Campbell up, hoisted on his shoulders. It looks like an old Steiner Brothers move here, perhaps. The Bulldog headlock from the top rope on the Elrod Campbell. Angel's begging. No. She was begging for Sean to get up and stop that count. But not quite. What started off as a good night for Angel may have been ended badly. He was trying to get some gold within the managerial services that is Angel. It came up just a wee bit short. She's tossing a tantrum over there. And you may see her start to fan herself a little bit more. You know, I say she gets hot when she's out there at ringside. She may have to go get the fanning. I'm sure the anxiety is going to be kicking in now. Hey, there's the fan that we had on the front row. She's got called into the ring. And look at that. Hoisted up. That right there alone may make having the sign ripped up worth it. She was able to get into the wrestling ring with her tag team champions, the Carolina Fight Club. You know what? It'd be cool if they call her in to be her manager, be their manager. Maybe they could have her as an honorary manager somewhere down in the future. Who knows? There we have it. APCW Tag Team Champions. Carolina Fight Club retain the titles and stave off another challenger. Another challenging team. Who's next for the Fight Club?
You know, the one thing that draws everyone's ire seems to be the crown. You see, I have stood as king of APCW not once, but now twice. And everybody's coming for me. Tommy Penirelli, the Bulldog James Dillon. Sean Sims gave me the fight of my life, yet they can't get it done. My kingdom was built upon God's grace, and now Satan sends his favorite demon my way. He sends Darkmon to come into my land, stand at my throne, and come for my head. Well, Darkmon, here's the thing about kings like me. I fear not monsters or ghosts or ghouls or goblins, Italian-American bad boys or bulldogs. You come for the king, you fall like the rest. Do you want to know why this happens? It's because I, Damien Bennett, will not be stopped. They say a man's ire is drawn by the crown that he seeks. For 3 years, I have built my kingdom right here in Douglasville, Georgia. For 3 years, they told me that I wasn't good enough. And for 3 years, I proved them wrong. Most consistent, most likely to work with anybody. For 3 long years, I've had to sit back and watch man after man come for my kingdom. Now, January 13th, 2018, Darkmon, the devil's favorite demon, you will come at God's child. And what you're gonna realize is, in my land, this ain't the underworld. In my land, demons don't rule. In my land, every man shall bow and realize I am the Alpha. I am the Omega. I will be your beginning and your end. And when it's all said and done, you, like everyone else who doubts Damien, will have no choice but to say, rise up, young king, rise up. Prepare to bow down, Darkmon. I'll see you soon.
Moving into the main event. This is the attraction of the evening. Damien Bennett stepping into the ring with the Darkmon. This is a little bit of a by-month man because Darkmon was not a contender here for the APCW Championship. However, he does get the match against the champion, if that makes sense. So it is somewhat of a no, I don't want to say no-win situation. Needless to say, he walks into this, both men would appreciate and need a win. And in this case, Damien Bennett wants to maintain his position in front of the people as champion, whether the title be up or not. He needs to win. Darkmon, if he wants to solidify a #1 contendership, he would be undeniable if he is able to score a victory here. However, if he loses, then it's going to knock him right out of contendership, and then, the claim will be gone. However, I have seen Darkmon in various promotions wrestling, as I have Damien Bennett. I feel comfortable in saying that it is a massive fight that Damien Bennett is in for, stepping in the ring against that man. You see, he is pretty much a nation of anarchy onto himself, carries his own flag. Damien Bennett has had stellar matches, but those matches have also been against people who are willing to go in there and wrestle against him. He's wrestled against Tommy Penirelli, Jackson James, J.R. Reynolds, all good match, Sean Sims. But Darkmon, and I attended an event where I saw Darkmon. It took 7 guys, 7 wrestlers, 7 to eliminate him from the match. I don't know how he's capable of doing it, but Darkmon is able to channel an energy that is rare in pro wrestling. I mean, far be it from me to tell anybody that I legitimately believe in monsters, but as I say, Darkmon is able to do some things that is seemingly unheard of.
No title match.
Now,
This is a non-title match.
we had the referee wave that off because again, this was not contested as a championship match. Darkmon seems to be not very happy with that, but he knew coming into this that this was a non-title affair. APCW, like I said, pretty much willing to give Damien Bennett a bye month here. He performed, but he didn't have to put the championship up on the line, particularly considering the hoops that he had to jump through just to get it back. Wrestling in the main event twice in the night, getting screwed out of it and stuff like that. So it was a little bit of a perk for him or a blessing, if you will. But Damon said he doesn't fear him, and I believe him when he says that. I totally believe the fact that Damon does not fear Darkmon. The question is, should he fear him? Or at least fear what Darkmon is capable of doing. You don't have to be afraid of a human being, but you may need to be concerned about what the capabilities are. Darkmon has just stepped out of the ring. He's strolling over to the timekeeper table. The bell is rung, and we got the count going on, but Darkmon's in the back, and he's just grabbed the APCW championship, taking it away from where it's supposed to be with the timekeeper. Remember, this is not a championship match. Darkmon just essentially heisted the title and walked it over to his table. Referee Brian Brock is telling Damon, stay in the ring. You don't need to go out there. There we see it right there, the championship belt on Darkmon's table. Now, either way it goes, I want to reiterate, this is not going to change the championship. The belt does not belong on his table. But who is going to go over there and tell Darkmon that? You got somebody out there shouting he's got weak knees. Darkmon's out of the ring again. Surprisingly, he's walking off. I'm not sure. I'm certain that it's not fear. But it certainly appears that Darkmon is taking this very lightly. He said, how are you champion? Oh, where's the rest of him? As he admires the belt. Now, I've said on a couple occasions with a few people that guys like Darkmon are the reason that you attend live events, because you cannot appreciate how big this man is solely through a video screen. You need to be able to see him live and in person to appreciate his size. And I'm sure right now, Damien Bennett, being face-to-face with this guy, appreciates his size. And that'll probably help him appreciate it more. He just gave a chop off to him with no effect. Again, no effect. Tries for the knees. Didn't do anything there. Darkmon trying to grab him, but a couple of forearm shots and nothing. Darkmon is moving pretty methodical, and it hasn't helped him in catch him here and there. He caught him and just talked him across the ring, able to roll through. He was able to roll through it, came back up and tried to attack him, but he got a knee lift for his troubles. They're going to need the clothesline. They're going to need for elbow. No. High cross body, and he bounced off of him like a ball off a wall. And I can only imagine that every step that Damien Bennett takes there shows ineffectiveness, only feeds speaks into the strength of Darkmon, or at least the confidence. Knee lift has just sat Damien Bennett up to the second turnbuckle in the corner. Darkmon in full control. Man. He's charging in, but he catches the boot in the face, was trouble, able to get that leg way up there. And Damien Bennett up to the top rope. High cross body, and that's the first time he put him down, too. Tried to score a quick victory. Bennett drops that top rope. Darkmon charges it, goes over. And you can see that Darkmon knew it was coming. Now, this is not what he wanted. He said, too smart for that. That's everything that Damien Bennett was looking for. He was finally getting the formula as to what he could do to get Darkmon off his feet. Springboard looks like. Yeah. Bounce off the second rope, catches with a double axe handle, throws himself on the top, slingshots out, high crossbody to the floor. Damien Bennett is getting his wheels underneath him. And Darkmon is down. Darkmon's trying to get himself to his feet. Damien's going to have to press this advantage if he wants to. The recuperative powers of Darkmon on occasion are amazing. Before Damien could even get to the rope, a quick kick in the abdomen, and that ended that. It looks like now he's trying to tear his head off by twisting the hard. Referee's got to get in there with that count. He did. And that might have been the only thing that stopped him from twisting his head off. The ropes on the side, catches the knee lift, does the Darkmon. Went to the well once too often, if I could use a monsoon-ism. Unfortunately for Damien Bennett, he was thinking on his feet, but apparently so was Darkmon as he just grabbed the leg and just swept him off the second turnbuckle. First bear hug applied. And it's cranking down on those ribs. This is where those powerful arms come into play. You can take a basic move and you can make it something very, very painful. You have strength like that of Darkmon. And then he was able to get free. And he just caught a knee in the spine. And now Darkmon is stretching him out. Knee in the spine, both arms cranked back. Damien's going to have to muster up every ounce of strength that he's got to get through this. There he is. He's trying his best. He's trying to pull it free. Darkmon cranks him back. Now looks like he's got to get his feet underneath him. Perhaps get back up to a standing position. That might help alleviate some of the pain, and he's able to do that. Gets an arm free. Firing those left elbows to the abdomen of Darkmon, but one big sledging blow. That's all it took to bring that to an end, as Darkmon drives that foot onto the spine and stops him for his trouble. And he's not even pressing for an advantage. Remember, it's a non-title match, but this is what will push either man in one direction or another. It could be the difference between Damien Bennett being able to move on to a new challenger or the Darkmon getting the shot that he wants. It's one or the other. Those are the only two outcomes that we can get off of it. He's taking a lot of that strength away from David Bennett by driving shoulder blocks into the abs. David's trying to fire back. Darkmon is still shrugging it off, still just taking these blows and shrugging it off like it's nothing. And one shot drives Damien Bennett down to his knees. Earlier in the match, I said he looked like he had figured out the formula for at least damaging Darkmon, but it doesn't seem to be working right. Darkmon has no problems pushing the limits of the count. Draping him over the second rope. Referee's count takes him right up to the 4. But let's go. monster or no, he knows what he's doing. Kicking the after. Gets across, and now you see Darkmon slices him up from the other side, the other corner. You know what he's going to do based off of that. He was going after the knees. Earlier, Darkmon was able to shrug that off, but the knees are the knees, and I don't care how much, how big you are, they're not a very comfortable position to be hit. Maybe it is this time where it'll start to register some pain. Darkmon just forces him up in the corner, brings that big skillet-like hand down across his chest. And along with the sting, you would think that is taking some of that air out of his lungs as well. Darkmon shoots Damien off to the corner, charges in, misses. Damien's sizing him up now. Hopefully he can get something there going for himself. European uppercut. Second one. That's number 3. None of which dropped him. Duck under him big, massive clothesline. Rear kick in the abs. Knee lift. Looking for that explosive suplex, but Darkmon's countering. Not going anywhere. Double sledgehammer, double axe hammer. Breaks him down, hoists him up. And a full spin around to a backbreaker. 1, 2. Damien Bennett's able to get that shoulder up. Champion still displaying a lot of heart. The shadow of what could be viewed as a very desperate situation. Darkmon looks like he might be going for a chokeslam here. Catches him in the corner, but Darkmon has him in the corner, and there lies the problem. Damien does have ropes to hold on to. He brings him out, but Damien's able to counter this off. A series of elbow shots to the side of the head. Kicking the belly. Would it be enough? No. Brought him over, but it wasn't enough to keep him down. Now it's just a trading of blows, and this is not what Damien Bennett wants to be. I would imagine that trading off of blows is not a good idea. Look at him. Come on, champ. This is where Darkmon wants it. Back up on his feet. Damien Bennett's firing off everything he's got, but it ain't enough. Forearm shot. Another. And he's calling. He's saying, bring it. One big chop. Right across the face. Looking for it. Chokeslam again. And there it is. Here's the second attempt. A chokeslam brings it over. Excellent counter by Damien Bennett into the DDT. Excellent counter. I can only assume that Damien Bennett has done his homework and he was prepared for it. He might know that chokeslam is one of the go-to moves for the Darkmon. And Damien is going up to one of his go-to moves, coming off the top rope. If he can hit this, it may be everything that Damien is trying to hit. Big frog splash. Top rope. Full impact. 1, 2. Oh. Damien is credulous. Can't believe it. Saying he can't believe. Saying that was a 3. And if I was a bet man, I would have said that was a 3. Now Darkmon's got him by the throat. Oh man. Choke slam. The referee's calling for the referee. Hooks the leg in. As to Darkmon kicking out of the frog splash, Damien Bennett somehow kicked out of the choke slam, and now it's Darkmon who is look at the look on his face. He can't believe it. Not sure if any wrestler that he's faced has given him that kind of reason for pause. Usually a chokeslam from Darkmon will do it. Looks like Darkmon and Damien Bennett are both having to reassess their strategy. And now Damien getting himself amped up here. And those shots that were dropping Damien in a single hit no longer doing the job. And he's telling him to bring it. And that dropped him. He fighting himself to get back up on his feet. Saying, come on. And it ain't enough. Damien's coming back with it. We got ourselves a wrestlers exchange in the middle of the ring between Damien Bennett and Darkmon, and surprisingly enough, Damien Bennett looks like he is winning the exchange, bringing Darkmon down to his knee. And a super kick takes Darkmon over. 1, 2. Left shoulder up off the mat.
15 minutes gone, 45
And the Darkmon is surprised.
15 gone, 45 minutes left.
It is not often that you see the Darkmon placed in this position at all. Damien is calling for it. He's saying it's over. Pull Darkmon back to his feet, which is probably going to be a task in and of itself. Super kick while he's on his knees. A second one. And that brings him down. That takes the Giant back down to the mat. Now, we got a sizing up going on here. What he's going for, nobody will know until he breaks it out. Clothesline. Ooh. Now Darkmon is getting himself hyped. Oof. Double clotheslines normally take both guys down, but Damien Bennett was the unfortunate recipient of the knockdown on that one. He got his clothesline too, but Darkmon's able to stand up to it. David's trying to get himself up. Referee. Oh, man. Talk about a clothesline from hell. Referee's in position. 1, 2. Just based on how Darkmon was pinning him right there, you would think that he thought that this was over. Hell, I thought it was over. He blasted him with that clothesline. I thought that would put David down. Maybe I should apologize. Maybe I should not give doubt to the champion. Darkmon is something serious. How Damien's going to do it at this point, I don't know. Big right hand across the face of Darkmon. Looking for, I guess, what would be a back suplex, but Darkmon's countering it. Trying to get him off his feet, and it is exceptionally hard to do. Remember, you got to see this man in person to appreciate his size. Bennett gets him over. Took everything he had to do it, but he got him over. Also drapes his body over a cover. No. Those kickouts that Darkmon is giving are weaker and weaker, but it's still a kickout nonetheless. You got the crowd getting behind him, pushing Damien Bennett to get up, pushing him to fight harder. But will that be enough? Will they be able to will him on to a victory? He's used practically everything in his arsenal. Charges in, spear. He caught him good. Oh, if you didn't catch that, a foot on the rope. I was about to say that looked like a bad call by the referee, but no, he got a foot on the rope. Referee caught it. Good call by referee Brian Brock. Almost had him. He almost pinned the monster. No. Charges in, gets caught with the foot right in the face. Then wait a minute. 2, 3. I'm a little bit surprised, not just in the victory, but how he had to do it. Not only did Darkmon have to use the ropes to stop a pin, but he used the ropes to secure a pin. That is just not something I was expecting to see. Now, the end result of that is, I guess it doesn't matter. He got the win. And now look at that. Darkmon's pointing out to pointing out to the one fan out there that's giving him support and saying, look at him. Listen. It was his foot on the ropes. I mean, I guess in theory the referee could call that, but he did not call it. He didn't see it. He was right there at the shoulders, but he did not look up to see whether Darkmon's feet were on the ropes. And we got fans saying that he cheated. Yes, no, the ring announcer is making the announcement, but that's kind of a moot point here. Because regardless, yes, Damien Bennett is still the champion, but the news here is that Darkmon has just pinned the champion.
The champion!
It looks like to me that Darkmon is pretty much declaring himself the champion. Or whether that is not an official scene, folks. Darkmon did get the pinfall, but officially speaking, he is not the title holder. The referee's trying to get that belt off of him, but he's not able to do it. Got Damien saying he's sorry. He's looking out at the kids in the audience saying he's sorry. He just said, let the people decide. Is the belt mine? But that also meant nothing because he didn't care what the people said. He said, I'm taking it anyway. The referee's trying to do his job. I mean, Brock is here. He's trying to do the best he can to get that belt off of Darkmon, but Darkmon is not having it. He's refusing to give up the title. Damien is left in the ring just a wreck here. Put up a stellar effort, and I can't illustrate that enough. That Darkmon has taken on multiple men in a wrestling ring. Took multiple guys to bring him into a pin. So what Damien Bennett did here was exceptional, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. He got the belt back. Good for the referee. Delivers it back to Damien Bennett. There is your champion. But unfortunately, in a rare occurrence, the champion has suffered a loss, and a pinfall loss at that.